In cyber safety and cyber crime, virus, worms, and Trojan. So we are taking question and answer MCQs on this. What are these? How do they affect? And what are the effects? How do they behave? And what are the remedies? The first computer virus is, the answer is Creeper. The first computer virus, Creeper. To protect a computer from virus, you should install Dash in your computer. So there has to be an antivirus or antivirus. So basically, antivirus, since virus is a computer program, this is a code written in C, C++, Java, or say C Sharp. Antivirus will either nullify this program or it will put this program in quarantine so that it does not affect the other files or other parts of the computer or your drive. So now you see we have total security. That is not only your computer security, but also internet security, malware security. All these are combined, and now the vendors are providing the total security solutions. So you have McAfee, this Kaspersky, Avast, anyone. Which of the following is known as malicious software? Malicious has come from MAL, that is malicious intent. So the intent is to hurt someone in any way. So this is malware. So malware, if you see, we call software, we cannot touch it. Hardware, we can touch it. That is tangible, intangible. And malware is also a kind of say this categorization. So this is a software intentionally designed to cause damage to a computer, server, client, or computer network. There are a variety of malware that exists: computer viruses, worms, Trojan horses, ransomware, spyware, adware, Rouge software, Viper, scareware. All these are included in malware. So there are certain programs which spy or which sends data from your system. Some of them just block your system, so they ask for ransom. Some of them just destroy your files. Some of them just are hidden, waiting for some event to take place. Someone will scare you. These are malwares. McAfee is an example of. So you have heard about McAfee. So this is an antivirus, McAfee. A dash is a computer program that can invade computer and perform a variety of functions ranging from annoying, that is popping off message as a joke, to dangerous, example deleting files. So from a very basic work to a dangerous work. So this is a computer virus. A computer virus is just written by certain programmer who has a malicious intent, sometimes just to make a joke or sometimes to wipe off your data. When a logic bomb is activated by a time related event, it is known as, see, so there is a program, and in this the coder has given time that after say 24 hours it is going to affect. So it's called a time bomb. It's not that time bomb, okay, not in defense related. It's just the logic is time based. So it will work out of or some after some span of time. Dash are often delivered to a PC through an email attachment and are often designed to do harm. So this is A. Again, virus is the answer. See, in email, sometimes you will get an email from assuming it to be coming from secure place or dependable place like bank, etc. So you assume that whatever the email is saying, you have to do it. For example, what will you do? They will say, please click this attachment or download this attachment. So when you download or click this attachment, it's an exe file or a file which actually is executed. Gmail doesn't allow you to send exe, please remember. So this exe, this is not allowed, and this particular file or the attachment affects your computer in a harmful way. the altering of data so that it is not usable unless the changes are undone. That is, if you have a data A, you are changing into B. Nobody can read B because he will read B. Actually, you have sent A. So B have to be converted again back to A. Then only the other person can read. So this is encryption. Making A to B is encryption, and then reverse B to A is decryption. Decryption. So encryption is a process. For example, I'll just give an example. There are two people of different languages. Say they are talking in Mandarin, and the other person knows only English, so he will not be able to understand. So they have encrypted their language. Just an example. But if the other person he starts learning Mandarin, he'll be able to understand. Okay, so that is how now they have to change the strategy. They have to talk in some other language. So they have to encrypt if they don't want the third person to listen. So encryption is a process that encodes a message or a file so that it can be only be read by certain people. For example, hello is changed into some jumble word. Okay, encryption uses an algorithm to scramble or encrypt data and then uses a key for the receiving party to scramble or unscramble or decrypt the information. So this encryption, once it is done, there is a key. So this encrypted text and key is passed, and the other person is going to decrypt it using that key, right? So this gives you safety. Virus stands for, basically full form is being sought here, asked for. So what is the full form? The full form of virus is B, that is Vital Information Resource under siege. Siege. So vital information resource under siege is virus. What is short for malicious software? That is a software designed to disrupt computer operation, gather sensitive information, or gain unauthorized access to computer systems. So from malicious take mal, from software take ware. That is called malware. So the answer is in the question only. So virus is to hurt you, to hurt your computer. So virus is a program that needs some external agent, like an individual, a human being. But worms, when it is being placed, it doesn't require anyone. It just flows through network. Trojan horse, there are different dependable code, safe code, and this safe code in between we have a harmful code, malicious code, that is called malicious or you can say malicious intent Trojan horse. So this is malware. Again, this is a software designed to disrupt computer operation, gather sensitive information, and gain unauthorized access to computer systems. This is a malware. D is the correct answer here. Which of the following is not an antivirus software? So as I said, AVG, McAfee, Avast, Kaspersky, and Quickheal, all these are antivirus, but CodeRed is not. CodeRed was a computer worm. It was observed on the internet on July 15th, 2001. So it attacked computers running Microsoft web server, and web server was Microsoft IIS, this web server. So this was a very large scale, first large scale mixed threat attack to successfully target enterprise networks. So all the networks which are having their web server on IIS, they got affected. CodeRed. That is why it was called as CodeRed. Which of the following is our threats for electronic payment systems? So what you do? You are having say Paytm, you have BHIM, Bheem, you have PhonePe, you have Google Pay. So there are so many ways. You just take the number or scan a QR code and just transfer the amount. Electronic payment system. Even you go to the online systems. Okay, just username, password, you push and find transfer. So this is all of the above. These are all the threats. Computer virus, Trojan horse, computer worms. All these have malicious intent. The way they act, that is why they are named. But they are just computer program meant to hurt you in a financial way or taking out your confidential data, information. So these are just program like the addition program. These are just program. And the way they are affecting how they behave, that is why we have categorized them into virus, worms and Trojan horses. But all of the above is answered because they are threats. In any way, they are threats. The virus that migrates freely within a large population of unauthorized email user is called a. So this is migrating freely within a large population of unauthorized email user. So email user, okay. So macro is the correct answer here. So if you remember, or you might have encountered this in MS Suite, MS Word, MS Excel, or MS Office, any application you choose. If there are certain functions there available, but which are not available, which are not generally being used, for that macro is available. So you can design a rule or a pattern. So macro in computer science is a rule or a pattern that specifies how a certain input should be mapped to a replacement output. Applying a macro to an input is macro expansion. So the input and output may be a sequence of lexical tokens or characters or a syntax tree. So this virus migrates freely within a large population of unauthorized email user, and this is called a macro. Macro is just a program. It can be a wrong program, and that can go to a large population without even being traced out and still affecting the unknowns. Okay, so this macro is the correct answer here. Okay, A is the correct answer. Again, remember, we are talking about macro because flame war, worm and plagiarism, they don't meet what they are asking. Dash are attempts by individual to obtain confidential information from you to falsifying their identity. So how do a person comes to your house, there is a kid and he says that your father has met an accident, please come along. The kids get very frightened and he accompanies this man and he finally kidnaps him. So he has falsified his identity as your father's friend. So these are the attempts where you are supposed to divulge or you are forced to divulge your confidential information because you think the other person is a genuine person, though he has adopted some false identity. And this is called as phishing scams. Okay, phishing is basically related with email. Same thing with wishing. Wishing is related with voice. Somebody calls you and play a psychological trick or do some social engineering and then try to fool you or scam you. S is by SMS. SMS that please click this link, and finally you happen without even knowing to divulge or give all your personal information like your credit card details and the CVV, etc. Authentication is, what is authentication? See, authentication and authorization, they go hand in hand. Okay, whether you are authorized or not, once you are authorized, you will be authenticated or not. So in a building, whether you are authorized or not, then if you are authorized, then you put a card and that card accepts that okay, your ID is correct, username, password or whatever you, fingerprint, etc. That is, you are authenticated. So authentication is the act of providing an assertion like the identity of a computer system user. A user say, I am the user of this computer system. If you take this identification, so in contrast with identification, the act of indicating a person or thing's identity, authentication is the process of verifying that identity. That is, if you go somewhere and you say, I am from this news, say X news, he will ask you, show me your iCard, and you give his, show him the iCard, and once your iCard is being checked, you are authenticated. I hope you got here. Whether you have authorization is one thing, but authentication will only be done when the identity is checked, verified, then only. For example, I was talking about a card. So if there is a card punching system, if you show a card, it is not authorized, you will not be able to, you may be authorized, but you are not authenticated here. You may be authorized for a building, for an office, but certain part you are not authenticated. So this is assuring the identity of a user on a regular system or a remote system. This is authentication. A dash is a computer program that can replicate itself and spread from one computer to another. So we just talked about that it's computer virus. Computer virus has the ability, or they are programs. So program is basically written in a way, if someone has written it that it will be only one, or you want to affect one computer, so it will affect one computer. But if it is written that whenever it is being clicked or whenever it is transferred, it will replicate or duplicate itself, and it will spread from one computer to another. So pen drive is not the answer, neither the mouse is the answer. Antivirus is to protect it. So the best answer what you choose is computer virus. Basically, the answer should be worm, WRM. See, so pen drive you put or HDD you put, virus will go here and there. It will just transfer. It needs a human intervention. Because the worm is not there, that is why we chose computer virus. Which of the following virus overtake computer systems when it boots and destroy information? So what is boot? Say, you are always inflicted to operating system, but before that there is already a hardwired program written on hardware in ROM, that is the boot sector. So at boot sector, the point before the hardware is given, the control of hardware is given to operating system, there are already certain code which has to run to check whether your computer systems are okay or not. The hardware parts are okay or not. And the company logo will come, and there are other information that will come. That what is the hertz and what is the configuration, this may come. So this all happens before operating system can even take control of the system. So this is the booting process. POST, power on self-test, all these are happening. So which of the virus overtake computer system when it boots at the booting time? So boot virus, we also call it as a boot infector. In certain computer you see HP is coming, some certain computer Dell is coming. So at that time the booting is going on. The hardware written material is executed. So boot virus, also known as boot infector, an MBR virus or a DBR virus, targets and infects a specific section of a computer system that contains information crucial to the proper operation execution of the computer's operating system. So once this is hurt, the operating system will never load. Keylogger. So I'll give you an example. Now you go to a petrol pump and you give your card. So there is a credit card machine. So people will do what? There will be keys on this. So they will have a part protruding out of it, and that is called a skimmer. These scammers will do what? They will put a skimmer here. So when you place a card, the skimmer will take all the information from your card, and then the PIN card, because they have just cleaned it and put some chemical here. So whichever button you press, that will glow later. So now they'll come to know the number also, PIN number also. This is how they fool you. Okay. So this is basically a key logging technique. So key logging is keystroking. So we call it as a spyware, because this is your computer and here is your keyboard. So when you are typing username password, specifically the password, so it may be a banking application or some transaction you are doing, and you are putting some username and password. The password you are entering, the username and password will be captured by keylogger, because you are logging the key, and this will be sent by the spyware to the intended, say a person with malicious intent. So keystroke logging, often referred to as key logging or a keyboard capturing, is the action of recording the keystroke on a keyboard. To protect yourself from computer hacker, you should turn on a. So hacker is from remote system. He wants to enter your system. So firewall is a way. Firewall can be a hardware, it can be a hardware, it can be software also. Purely hardware, purely software. So if you understand, the basic idea is like a dog sniffs every item. It's kind of sniffer. So if some carriage is coming or baggage is coming, someone is carrying say cocaine, so a dog will come, say canine will come, and it will bark, and the police will arrest that person. So user computer is here and the remote computer is there. So whichever data is going either ways, I'm not talking about one way. Either way it is going, so because of the certain prescribed rule, this data will not be sent, neither received. Okay? So this kind of work is done by firewall. So it's kind of an external barrier or external gate. Say for example, .uk website you don't want, or some email which is having some extension you don't want, or some website you want to block. So this kind of action is done by a firewall. So a hacker will have very difficulty if he has a firewall. Firewalls are used to protect against. So this name has come. We have just learned about firewall. So previously they a port or say a big fort is engulfed or boundaried by a wall, and in order to stop the adversaries to come inside, or any villain or any other party to come inside, they fire it. They lit the fire on this wall. So that is why, in order to safeguard the king and the people from the other people, this is what firewall was done in the earlier times. So that is how the name has come. So basically unauthorized access. You don't want anyone else. You don't want him to come inside. Which of the following describes programs that can run independently, travel from one system to another, and disrupt computer communication? So now the answer is correct. Worm, because we have an option of a worm. So computer worm is a type of malware that spreads copies of itself from computer to computer. A worm can replicate itself without any human interaction. So it doesn't need any human one, like putting a keyboard or taking out of a hard drive. And it does not need to attach itself to software program in order to cause damage, because virus generally they attach, or some backpacking it has to do. But the worm doesn't have to do this. So the worm is the correct answer, because here specifically worm is given as an option. So we chose this option. So first thing, it doesn't need anyone. This key fact is this one. Dash software are software that are installed onto your computer and can scan and remove known viruses which you may have contracted. If certain virus is there, say if you have some virus in your body, there will be some antidote. So that will be, in a computer terminology, it will be antivirus. Antivirus is the correct answer here. Code red is an. We just talked about code red, so you might be able to answer this. This is a virus. Okay. So it's basically affected the enterprise network which were having a web server on this Microsoft IIS. Which of the following would most likely not be a symptom of a virus? What will happen if you get or if you happen to contract, say, a fever or some viral or some bacterial fever? So your body will react. It will have some fever, you will feel dizzy, you want to sleep. All this will happen. So computer will also show it. The operating system will also display that I am being affected by certain foreign material. But the CD-ROM stops functioning. It may be a hardware failure. So the files disappear is a virus. Web browser open the unusual homepage is a virus. Old message or images are displayed on the screen is a virus, is a kind of virus, can be a virus. But CD-ROM, I don't suppose virus will work with that. Okay. It's just a hardware failure, I guess. Dash are used in denial of service attacks, typically against targeted website. So a website is there and it has thousands and hundreds and millions of users. Let us take an example that somebody is in America, somebody is in India. Now, are able to access, Indians are not able to access. So, Indians are getting the denial of service attack. Sometimes the website is taken over or the heavy traffic is being passed. That is distributed denial of attack. So, here in computing a zombie, the answer is zombie. Zombie is a computer connected to a network that has been compromised by a hacker or a virus or even be a Trojan. It can be used remotely for malicious tasks. And most owner of these zombie owners, they don't even know, they do not even realize that their system is being used in that way or jeopardized. Hence, this is a comparison with the living dead. So zombie. So zombies are used for denial of service attack, and they are targeted against very big giant websites. Zombie effect. Because if you just talk about zombie are people who are dead, and whenever they bite somebody else, they also become zombie. So this is all the science behind it. Okay, we have taken around 25 questions. There are more 25 questions we'll be taking in the next discussion. Till then, thank you so much and take care of yourself.